Hello and welcome to another cooking rodeo with the Tater Cowgirls. Today we are making a historic meal from my home region, the Allgäu, which is Bavarian Swabia in Germany. And today's recipe is called Maultaschen. And the English translation would be feedbags, you know, like horses have for their oats, like the carriage horses when they got fed, when they had to wait, and they had these feedbags on. It's probably because of their form. The other reason why they are called Maultaschen, Maul is the mouth, is because they got invented in the Cistercian monastery Maulbrunn in Swabia. And Swabia was used to be in Baden-Wuerttemberg. Now it's separated. Half of Swabia is in Baden-Wuerttemberg, half of Swabia is in Bavaria, and the town I come from is in Swabian Bavaria. But Maultaschen is a Baden-Wuerttemberg recipe. So let me tell you a little bit about the background. It's quite interesting. As you know, Catholics are currently in Lent, which is the fasting time before Easter. Easter is next weekend. And the feedbags, the Maultaschen, are a very often made meal on Good Friday, which is next Friday. Let me take it a little down here. And I read you a little bit about it. Okay. In Swabia, Maultaschen are a traditional dish associated with the Lenten commemoration of Maundy Thursday and Good Friday. During Lent, Catholics and other Christians are encouraged to refrain from eating meat. However, Maultaschen are humorously associated with these days because the meat in the dish is concealed under the pasta dough and cannot be seen by God. Among the anecdotal stories regarding the origin of the dish, one claims that Maultaschen were created by the Cistercian monks of Maulbrunn Abbey in Swabia for that purpose. Indeed, a Swabian German nickname for the dish is Herrgottsbscheisserle, God's little cheaters. So, I didn't even know that they call it God's little cheaters. I did not eat meat all my Catholic childhood. Oh my God, my grandma was strict Catholic. We would have never got meat then. And I did not know that you could cheat there. There was an option to cheat with meat under the pasta. Now I'm a vegan, and now I learned that I could have cheated all my childhood on Good Friday. Anyway, that's just, it's an interesting story. And also the European Union recognized the Maultaschen, the feedbags, as a regional specialty and remarked that the dish is significant to the cultural heritage of Baden-Wuerttemberg. This measure provides protection to the integrity of the dish, mandating that genuine Maultaschen are only produced in Swabia, a historical region that was incorporated into the modern German states of Baden-Wuerttemberg and Bavaria. So I come from the Bavarian Swabian side. We have a Facebook group, the Swabians in America, and we write in Swabian dialect. So the FBI probably goes crazy, and so does Facebook, because nobody understands what we are saying. There are no translators for their one. Anyway, now let's get started. It's a dish, it's an easy dish, the way I make it for you today. You can do it in half an hour, and you have lunch ready for Good Friday. So, the little one is sick. She woke up with sore throat, and she was in bed, and so today she is not cooking. We let her sleep, and hopefully she gets better soon. Okay, I'm starting now. You need a pot of vegan soup with vegetables in it, and we turn that on. Alright, and it's gonna heat it up so that we have it ready to go. Then you need, for the filling, I took a chopped spinach, a frozen chopped spinach, and let it thaw and got all the liquid out. So don't leave it too liquid. It's not gonna work this way. So you need that. And now for the beginning, you just take a little bit of the broth I have in here, because we water saute some stuff. Alright, let's do this. So you need 1 chopped onion. Oh, maybe I can get you a little bit more down. There's a lot of interesting stuff to look at. Alright, yeah, that'll work. Okay, so 1 chopped onion, 3 cloves of garlic chopped. Only water saute those, as we don't use oil, whole plant based. So we make the vegan version of the Maultaschen, the feedbags, no meat in our Maultaschen. The original ones have meat in it, minced meat. And we have about a cup chopped mushrooms, and you can take whatever you have at hand. So it's not really important what kind of mushrooms it is. We use a tablespoon of parsley, put it in there. Okay. It's the taste of the filling is a spinach herby kind of filling, like the original. It's very herby, spinachy. Like you make spinach, you could use that recipe. I add a little bit more herbs than I would do in a spinach dish, because this is a dried basil, and I just take a few pinches, not too much, because basil is very intensive. We put that in. All right, let that water steam a little bit. The spices I have is a quarter. I have it here already. Quarter teaspoon pepper, ground black pepper, fresh ground black pepper. I have a quarter teaspoon red chili pepper, and I have a quarter teaspoon salt to taste. You don't have to use it, I do. And then nutmeg, a quarter teaspoon. And that's about it, I think. Yeah, that's about it. So this goes in here too. All in here, get it nice incorporated while we are water sauteing here. So in here I have the vegetable broth with some vegetables I have already cooked, boiled it, so it's all soft and nice, and I have it here ready to go once the Maultaschen are done. Okay. We need a cup. I could use that one actually. A little too big. Let's see what I have here. Yeah, that works. So we need a little bit of flour. Just a little, maybe 2 teaspoons I would say. That's about it. No matter which flour you take. 2 teaspoons, 2 tablespoons. Let's take 2 tablespoons. Maybe the same amount soy milk or plant milk. It doesn't have to be soy. If you don't use soy, use almond milk. No problem. Oops. Okay. This is our kind of our glue. Later, I explain it later. Explain it later. All right, and we need a fork for that. So it's just a little a little bbit more soy milk. Put 3 tablespoons in. It's a little too big too. I always do that, you know. I don't really measure that. You know what I do? Just some flour and some milk, some soy milk, plant milk, mixed together. And this is like an agent, like a glue later for our Maultaschen. And here, in our water sautés nicely, good, it looks good. I put also a tablespoon tamari. This is low sodium soy sauce. You can use normal soy sauce. I use the tamari because we already have salt in there. So you want to be a little economic with the salt. So we make them too on Good Friday, by the way. All right. Let this all nicely soak up. Already smells good, herby wise. For the Maultaschen, we have this time, you remember we did Eddie's recipe with the little ones, with the wonton Friedas. You get them at Walmart, and you egg roll. Today I use the Eggroll Wrappers. They are, yeah, bigger than the wonton wrappers. And what we do is I put some flour on my surface, put those on. You can use 4 of them. And this will be our Maultaschen. You can make the dough yourself. You can use lasagna pasta for it. Either way, it's up to you. I like those wonton wrappers. They're thin and they fit the purpose. Okay, now we add the spinach, and again it has to be really good. The liquid has to be drained really well. Okay, we add that to the masses. All right, and now the last thing we add. Oh no, not the last thing. We have 2 more things to add. A cup of walnuts, and yes, let them also water saute a little bit. And the last ingredient is 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs. I have organic ones with garlic and herb, and Italian spices would work well. Put those in. Now we mix everything together, and this is our filling. Will be our filling for the Maultaschen. Let the nuts go soft. They soak up the rest of the liquid in here. The nuts they give a really good texture, like ground meat, and you just don't have, and also the spice is good. So walnuts are less fatty than, not less fatty, but a little bit healthier than other nuts. This is why when I use nuts, I use walnuts, and that's for Easter. You gotta do a little bit better. So I allow myself to eat nuts. Usually I stay away from them because every little bit of fat I eat is the fat I wear, right, Dr. McDougall? So excuse my walnuts today, but it's for Easter, for Good Friday. All right. we can turn it off, I think. Let's see how the nuts turn out. Yeah. Yeah, good. I didn't put it in with the onions because I don't really want them too soft and soggy. I want to have them a little crunch. Alright, let's turn it off. If you want, you can put vegan cheese in it here. Other stuff, you know. Our soup is cooking, so we put them on low. And now we are making the Maultaschen. You see them here, the wonton wrappers. So what I do is, in the middle with a pizza wheel, I separate them. This will be the size of our wrappers. Okie dokie. Okay. Yeah, thought I couldn't get it, but I did. Okay, so we have our wrappers here. And we put our filling on. Okay. Very good taste of my filling. Very herby, spinachy. The garlic is very nice in there. So now put it a little too in the upper half. I put it a little bit too deep. Come on, Sylvia, you know how to do it. And then we press it. Oh, forgot. And this is the glue here. Let me get a little spoon, it's easier. So here is the glue, the little soy milk flour thing. And what I do is I glue it together a little bit so that it is holding together when we boil it in the soup. We don't want it to get apart. It's a little bit, you know, messy, but it's worth the effort to have it messy at that point. You know, you don't want to. You press it very well in here. It looks like a ravioli. It's kind of like a ravioli. Yeah, it's the best to describe it. You can do, if you really do want to be absolutely professional. The professionals make little, with the fork, a little pattern here when they press it together. So I don't know if you see it, but yeah, you can see it a little bit. The little pattern here with the, yeah. This is very professional if you do that. You don't have to, you know, but. So this time I'm gluing first before I put my stuff on. I think that's smarter. Okay. See, it's not that much work to do. If you use those egg roll wrappers, it's actually done very fast. Put the filling on. Alright, then we flap it in. Glue it on, glue it on. Of course I messed it up here. Because I'm just a messy person. That's good. Okay. Then we use the fork. I made a hole, thank you. Okay. If you have too much filling, just take it off, you know. I'd rather have not too much. I think they become nicer. Okay, put the glue on the border glue. Maultaschen, Maultaschle. That's how we say. I never heard the word God's little cheaters. That was new for me too, but my Swabian friends said they knew it. They had heard that. So, man, those monks, huh? All right. And it's probably the day in Germany when the most healthiest eating day from the Germans, because at least the Catholic part in Bavaria, because they eat vegan or at least vegetarian. I think, yeah, they eat cheese but no meat. Okay. Here's the next one. When we have a few done, I put them in the soup. And then you come back when they're ready in the soup, and I show you a few more things you can do with it. You can actually fry them and eat and serve them, you know, brown them a little bit and serve them with vegetables and other stuff. Or I like them in the soup actually. This is my favorite thing for Maultaschen, to have them in the soup. Oh, that was a little bit too much. So I eat it because it's good and I'm hungry. Okay, so you will see that on Sunday. I will have it uploaded, probably already today, Saturday. But I wanted to show you because it's actually a neat recipe. If you do not eat meat, it's very easy to make as a vegan version. And you can do alternatives, you know. You could do sweet potato filling in there, or something with vegan cheese if you like vegan cheese, or something with tofu. You know, there are different options, but this is more traditional. Here only the meat is substituted with walnuts. So basically the original spices, but everybody makes it a little bit different. I even saw people in my hometown, they made it like a strudel to dough. Look at my apfel strudel I have on the YouTube. They make a whole strudel dough, put the spinach on, and then roll it up and cut it. I saw that too. So they're different, but this is the original, traditional, historic way to make them, except I have Eggroll wrappers, which I like, and I'm Americanized. You get them in California. Okay, another one. Alright, butternut squash would be good too. It's filling like the raviolis, you know, and some pine seeds. You can see that too for Thanksgiving, maybe, with mashed potatoes. Okay, let's do another one here. Fork. It's actually working well with the fork. It's not just because of the pattern. You really get it nice, firm, pressed on. Alright, and two more, and then we throw it in the soup. And I will show you soon. They take about a few minutes to, like the dumplings, they have to swim on the surface, and then they are done. A few minutes, 2-3 minutes. It's not taking that long. And then you can eat them in the soup, or you put them, like I said, you fry them in a pan with a few onions and eat them with vegetable and whatever you want to have aside. Right. The last one. I make some more, but you will see when you come back. So they're a little bit bigger, I think, like ravioli. I think that's the most common size I know of, but it's up to you how big you make them. But this is, it worked for me well, those egg roll wrappers, cut in half. The Frieda, the wonton wrappers are a little small. That would be like tortellini. Alright. I'm sorry, I make a mess. You know, professional chefs would not have the little spinach hanging out everywhere, but it's my party. I'm a messy girl. Alright. Okay. Now we have the soup. And where's my little... use that one. I just have soup with a little vegetable in it, vegan soup. It's boiling, and we just get it in. It's about the amount I can get in here. I don't think I could get more in, and I let them boil until they come up on the surface. And then with that little spoon, you already know from my dumpling cooking, I will fish them out, put them in a plate, and then you can take as many as you want back in the soup. Alright, so put them a little to go up, and I will talk to you as soon as the first batch is done, and I show you how it looks like, okay? Alright, this is how it looks. I like them in the soup. I have them here in the soup, but you can see it's so good. It's a vegetable soup. So I decorated them. You can make them with vegetables or potatoes, or you know, you can fry them a little bit, but not with oil in a pan. So this is how it looks, and it really tastes good. And I hope this is a good recipe for you. Let me try one. I think it's really good. See, it's like a ravioli. Very good. Filling is like spinachy, garlicky, a little zing from the chili pepper. Really good. Okay, have a good weekend, you guys. And next time we will make I bake something for you. I make a traditional Easter lamb cake for Easter. Alright, vegan of course, whole plant-based, oil-free. Have a good one, and as they say in California, peace out.